Hey, what's up? This is Joe. This is just a short video I did of changing my chain and sprockets at my buddy Ray's place and just sitting in his garage and bullshitting. Nothing fancy, just kind of going over maps.
And down the other side of mine to Lakey.
Learning some Mexican curse words.
Yes, cabrón.
Yes, cabrón.
And wrenching on my bike. So with that being said, enjoy the show. After a long month in the repair shop, my bike was finally back on the road. Before I could go too far, I still had the matter of changing out my chain and sprockets, a job I wasn't exactly looking forward to, but which the Honda dealership had quoted me $350. If you've been following this channel at all, you'll know that an iceberg stands a better chance in hell than me ever paying that, so I headed over to my buddy Ray's garage just outside of San Antonio. Although I probably still had at least a couple thousand miles left on my chain, I noticed my rear sprocket was getting worn out, and I wanted to get this job out of the way as soon as I had access to a garage. Oh yeah, there we got all that accumulated chain lube, grime, leaves, pine needles. Ray, the owner of this garage, is a retired Air Force medic with a specialty in nuclear medicine. He met up with a bunch of us hardcore vagabonds in Sturgis one year, and the rest is history. Since then, he's ridden much of the western United States, every state of Mexico, and a couple of countries in Central America, all in addition to being a dedicated family man. Can I borrow you for a second?
Yeah.
Step on the rear brake. Got her?
Yeah.
That was easy. You good?
I know. Thanks for that.
Hey, no
For
problem.
the confirmation.
All right, so here you can clearly see the difference. This is that old sprocket, obviously, that I took off. It's got that kind of wave looking pattern going all the way around it. By contrast, this is the new one. You can see how round those teeth are. And then next to that, it's like a pretty dramatic difference. But hopefully this will hold up pretty good. That's a steel sprocket. I think that's steel too, honestly.
I think you should add that one. Make it like one video throughout the year.
Just me hurting myself?
Doing that.
Yeah. I should have done this on the bike.
And
I forgot that they were torqued this much.
you were hating because it was your brother-in-law, huh?
I know, I saw you looking at me like, dude, you better not slip. There we go. Yep, the rear sprocket's not nearly as bad as the front.
Surprising.
But you can definitely
Yeah, you can see it, yeah.
You can see
You
it.
can see it, yeah.
So here's the new rear sprocket versus the old rear sprocket. Yeah, clearly you can tell that's got that wave pattern. I'm gonna owe you a can of brake cleaner.
Nah, okay. You're good for it.
I'm good for it, dude.
It'll be my contribution to the project. Yeah, this winter, after all my travels, I had to replace the bearings on the front.
Uh-huh.
They were all like that one sounded initially.
Really?
I was riding and I was making a left turn. On left turns, it would be like brrr, like a little. You could feel it in your hands, you know, like a little grinding. So I felt the bearings on the tire, and sure enough.
Were you in Mexico, or where were you?
No, I was in. Well, that was in Arizona, coming back from Arizona and a Mexico trip. Because I did Mexico in the winter, and then in the summer I did the Northwest, and in the fall I did the Southwest.
Do you ever say vale madre?
Vale madre.
Vale madre?
Algo vale madre. Yeah.
It's worth mom?
It's not worth mom.
It's not worth mom?
It's not worth. No vale.
No
Usually
vale
it's not
madre.
Vale madre. Vale madre. The no is understood. Vale madre.
Vale madre way.
Yeah.
I gotta learn that slang, man.
Vale madre. Mexican slang has got the curse words are so much more flavorful.
Yeah.
It's more vivid. Está cabrón is hard, you know. Es cabrón. Or es cabrón. Es cabrón.
Yes, cabrón.
Yeah, it's like, depending on your intonation, it's good or bad.
No,
Yeah, don't snap it, do it again.
1, 2.
Yeah. Yeah, do it smooth. Yeah.
All righty, we'll do the front sprocket next.
You can adjust the tension on your levers.
Yeah, it's nice, man. Yeah, that's another thing that, like, shit, how'd I ever live without that, you know? We'll just stop right on the sprocket. Hold the wheel. There we go.
Yep.
Perfect.
It's grease they give you right there?
Yep, that's like the special factory grease.
Yeah. I'm forgetting a lot of shit, dude. When you said you're gonna come back and you're like, hey,
Good
it's
enough.
old man. But yeah.
Sorry to break it to you.
Yeah.
I already thought that.
that's gonna be what I say.
Oh, you're gonna say that to me?
Yeah.
Right here, this chain kit didn't come with the rivet link. It's got the clip style deal. I've used these before quite a bit, but I started losing them when I was on a Kawasaki KLR 650. I don't know why, they would always pop off. So I just used a little bit of safety wire right there and just kind of wired it together. Obviously it's in there, it's in the grooves. This should work at least until I can get a rivet link. I don't have the tool to do it, so I'll probably have a shop put a rivet link in it at some point, but for now, relatively secure with that. It's not interfering with anything. It's not touching the sprocket or anything else on the chain. Okay, so I can't seem to really get the 3 twisted sisters on my map that good. It's just a tiny little squiggly line. That's where I'm heading after this. Ray's gonna show me on his bandana exactly where I'm gonna go. Basically, so we're down here, right on the southwestern side of San Antonio, or western side.
Western side.
And then you got Bandera up here. You take, what, 211?
Take 211 to
16 through Bandera.
Yeah, almost 16 into Bandera, past Bandera, to Medina.
Medina.
And then they go up the mountainside, curvy, then down the other side of the mountain to Lakey.
Okay, Lakey.
Yeah, Lakey. I don't think that this motorcycle stop exists anymore with this name. It might be something else, but this is an old bandana from last decade.
Yeah, I think I've been there. It's got a different name now.
I think it's got a different, but it's a lot nicer. Yeah.
And then so 337
to Campwood.
Campwood.
Yeah, and then go north. Then just as after you take the split off here.
Okay.
And then you get up here, and this is all curvy and stuff.
Yeah.
And up and down, and really cool. And then you get over here, and all this is going to be like very plain, boring, until you get to 336. You got down. This is all ranch country. It's all open range. So watch out for cattle. A lot of cattle guards also.
Okay.
Watch out from back to
Lakey.
Lakey. Then from there you can decide if you want to go this way back to 41 or 36 to Hunt.
Well, I'll be going to Del Rio after that.
If you go from down there this way, Garner State Park is really cool state park. If not, you go straight down to Uvalde.
Which is like right here.
Yeah, and then make a right, or go west to Del Rio.
And then Del Rio's right there.
And points beyond, yeah.
Okay, estamos en la cocina de Rey. Y ya fuimos de la carnicería and picked up something I've never seen before. Cueritos botaneros, pickled pork skins. Never seen these before, but they look kind of vaguely like an orange peel or something with a really terrifying color. Cueritos botaneros. Cheers.
I know.
Muy rico.
I know.
Está sabroso. It's kind of like a pickled pig foot or something like that.
Pickled pork rinds.
Except you don't have to worry about chewing on a bone or anything like that. You just got a nice, handy package. So out of here, I'm heading west to Texas Hill Country, specifically the town of Lakey, which is right around the start of maybe one of the best rides in Texas, what they call the Three Twisted Sisters, what Ray was showing me on the map the other day. Hang out there, do a little bit of video. There's one of the best burger places, maybe in the entire world. So definitely going to stop by there and get a burger. And yeah, just hopefully she holds up. Ray, appreciate it, brother.
Good seeing you.
Debbie, thanks so much for having me. This is the second time I'm hugging Debbie. All right, appreciate it, guys. See you down the road.
Yeah.
In all, I'd spent about 4 days hanging out at Ray's place, resting up and getting the bike squared away. I appreciated being able to hang out and socialize since I knew I'd be riding solo for a while. They didn't kick me out, so I guess I wasn't in the way too much. Meanwhile, I was salivating at the thought of riding the Three Twisted Sisters, so I focused my gaze up ahead and headed into Texas Hill Country. So I hope you enjoyed that video. Be sure to tune in next week for the Three Twisted Sisters. In the meantime, if you enjoyed this video, please hit like and subscribe. And as usual, I've included an optional donate link in the drop box for anybody that might like to contribute to this project. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the road. All right, he thinks he can do it on video. This is a flying bowling. Dang!
See, it won't stretch. That way, in case somebody's falling, just make it, throw it at them, and